Hello and welcome to MCC TV International Show. My name is John Dabeet. I'm the Business Department Coordinator here at MCC, and also I'm the host for this show. Remember, you can watch us live on Channel 9 YouTube channel, and also you can also view the show on MCC TV International YouTube page. So you have different options, plus also you can watch us also during the week on Channel 9 local TV station. Every show, as I always say, is a special show because every guest that we host here is a special guest. And today is no different. Today we are very happy to have one of our student leaders on our campus here to be as our guest. Delaney Clark, how are you?
I'm good, John. How are you?
Good to meet you and good to have you here as our guest today. Delaney, first of all, I would like to ask you the traditional question. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name is Delaney Clark. I am a second-year student here at MCC. I'm the president of Phi Theta Kappa on campus, and
that keeps you busy, right?
Yeah, I'm very busy.
Yeah.
And my major is environmental science.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about Phi Theta Kappa later on in the show, but as usual, we want our audience to get to know our guest more, know more about them, about their, it could be even personal life, their personal life and things they do, they like, and so on. So that's what we want to start with, and then later on we'll talk about Phi Theta Kappa and other things. My question to you, Delaney, first of all, you growing up, did you grow up here in Muscatine, somewhere else? Tell us.
I grew up in Maquoketa, Iowa.
So it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you remember that time growing up, going to school? Tell us, take us back and share stories with us as you are growing up. For example, whether elementary level, secondary, whatever, middle school.
So I went to Maquoketa schools all technically 13 years. I grew up with both my parents and my little sister, who is 17 and still in high school. I guess growing up, Sydney and I played a lot outside. We always found a love for the outdoors, which is part of why my major is environmental science and conservation.
So do you like the outdoors?
Absolutely, yeah.
Specifically, what do you like to do outside?
I'm a horse fanatic, so I'm always...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, always riding horses, camping, fishing.
Okay.
Things like that.
I didn't know that about you. So you see, we are learning something new. Okay, so you finished your school and you decided to come to MCC. Right?
I did, yeah.
Okay. And we are very lucky to have you, by the way, here.
Thank you.
And I know that you are very, very busy here at MCC because you are well involved. So yes, our topic is going to be about Phi Theta Kappa, mainly later on. But you are very busy. You do other stuff too. So can you share that with us, please?
Yeah, so I'm on Student Senate, and I have been since last fall. I've been a member of Phi Theta Kappa since last fall as well. And I'm also the RA for housing, so that keeps me very busy. I'm a student ambassador.
So you see, you are very busy.
I am, yeah.
And you're still like, what, 4.0 student here?
Close.
Close. It's still great. Yeah. So we're very happy to know that. So when you say I want to go back to one thing that you mentioned, RA for the housing. What do you do? Like as an RA, what do you do? And how many students are you dealing with, by the way?
So in our building, we have about 37 or 38 students. I plan events. I kind of host some activities, provide some support.
So you keep them busy?
Yeah. Make sure
good.
that their living experience on campus is fun and.
And that is very important, I think, for students who are attending colleges. Once you get them involved, and once they start feeling that they belong, to the institution, that is always a great thing, because that's almost like a guarantee that they will be moving on, finishing their degree, and with a success, or a great success. I have different question for you, Delaney. Have you ever been outside the United States? And if yes, what countries did you visit, and why?
Okay, so when I was 15, I went to Haiti for a church mission trip.
Okay.
It was a time in my life where I really needed a change, and I guess I turned to my church at that point. And so I was the typical teenager that didn't want to listen to mom and dad and all that. And after going to Haiti and doing that mission trip, I saw that people have it, or like I don't have it as good. I'm not saying this right. So people have it worse than I do. So that really opened my eyes to want to help people more and to.
So you are saying that this particular trip did change your life?
It did.
Or have a big effect on you,
Yeah.
I assume.
Huge impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, I always say that, once you travel outside United States and start experiencing other culture and other things, it does really affect. And it doesn't matter how many times you travel, every place you visit does affect you and does change you as a person.
Yeah.
It makes you much better person, I do believe, really. And I'm not saying it in any negative way or so for those who never travel outside the United States. Perhaps maybe they didn't have the opportunity to travel, but yes, it does make it different when we travel outside. But I know also, Delaney, that you are very busy also with the tutoring program, right, here at MCC.
Yeah.
And can you share something with our audience also? Let them know what you do at the tutoring center, what kind of services you provide our student, and so on.
Yeah, so I've been a tutor at the MCC Success Center for a year and a half-ish.
And what subjects?
So I tutor pretty much anything from comp to science and math, and humanities is a big one.
Wow. So
yeah.
So you tutor every. So students who needs that extra help can come and for example meet with you, and you will be around and you help them in any of those subjects that you mentioned. How do you feel about helping others?
I love it. It's my number one passion, number one priority, something I definitely want to do for the rest of my life.
Because, I remember, and then I want to take you back to almost last semester, during the spring semester. I remember that you did work very well with one of our visitors here, Dr. Loai Zaul, and I remember when he came from Bethlehem, Palestine to Muscatine, he didn't speak maybe one or two words in English, and by the time he left 4 months later, Muscatine, he was really standing up and giving speeches in English.
Yeah.
So it does make a huge difference. So how I mean, like dealing with an experience like that with someone from a different country that doesn't speak, for example, the language, and working with them, is that a challenge or?
At times it was. Luai is someone who is dedicated and a very hard worker. So he cared about coming in and cared about learning. And I think that's an important thing when you're working with a student or anyone in general, is if they have that desire to learn, it's more fun for you, it's more fun for them, and it's a very rewarding experience because you both get something out of it.
And there is no limitation, right? The sky is your limit, right? It's up to the person to. Yeah, thank you for that, because it was a big help, because I remember that too, and remember seeing him spending hours and hours and hours at the Success Center and the library. So you guys did wonderful work with him.
He had his own room in the library too. That's how often he was there.
Yeah, yeah. Now we should call it after his name, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I know at some point in time soon, our producer Chad Bishop will start rolling some pictures, and we want our audience to learn more specifically about Phi Theta Kappa. So as we start seeing pictures on the screen, we would love to hear you talking and describing each one of those pictures too. And here I see the first one now. So
Oh yes, this is our harvest bingo night that we had in October.
okay.
So that was the front table, and that's Dina and Antonio, and I'm in the back, kind of looking all funny, but.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great fundraiser. That was our second time having a bingo night. It was a lot of fun.
It was, yeah. Are you planning to do the same thing next semester?
I
or-
hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, up to
well,
the club.
I should come and be with you guys. So what do
Absolutely.
you see here?
This was our spring induction. So that's when I officially became the Beta Zeta Phi president, and Dina became my vice president. And those are, actually that picture shows all of the new inductees. So they were either invited to join in the fall or the spring.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. So very nice pictures. Yeah.
And this was our whole crew, it looks like. Yeah, because I see some members from last year. So that was everyone that attended induction. And our advisors in the front. Here is the Adasme twins and McKenna and myself. Just kind of a group picture. We were really tight last year, so.
Yeah, yeah. Those.
This is annual conference, our international conference last year. So that's McKenna and Jasmine and I outside the hotel. So.
And where was that?
This was Kansas City, Missouri.
In Kansas City,
Yep.
Missouri. Okay.
It was a fun time. We learned a lot about leadership and professionalism, and a lot of things about PTK itself. It was a lot of fun. And there we are again. That's at our, I think that was the little party they throw at the end of the week. And there we are with the Dean of Students, Shelley. She was our great ride-along driver person.
Yeah.
She's a lot of fun. And there we are that same night outside. That's just something we found in the yard.
Is it like 100 years?
Oh, yeah, I should probably
I
mention
see
that.
like that number.
Yeah, it was
so
the centennial.
It was last
yeah,
year.
Yep.
Wow.
It was their 100th anniversary of Phi Theta Kappa.
Yeah.
So it was really special to experience that.
Uh-huh.
This was our college project last year. So we did a Veterans Day celebration for community and campus veterans. We hosted a lunch for them. So that was a lot of fun too. We had a good turnout for that.
Indeed. Yeah.
That was in the Student Center. Yeah. This is our bingo night again. So that's Logan and Laura and Taylor. They were doing our concession stand.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They were busy.
Yeah, it's beautiful, very, very nice pictures here. Yeah. So I'm hoping that our audience, and I'm sure that our audience enjoyed the pictures and the photos that you shared with us and with our audience. And many thanks for sharing, first of all, those pictures with us. But I want to start talking about Phi Theta Kappa. And for someone who's sitting at home right now, they're hearing us saying Phi Theta Kappa. And I'm sure some people maybe never heard of Phi Theta Kappa. So what is Phi Theta Kappa?
So Phi Theta Kappa is a national, and I believe international organization of within the community college for honor students.
For honor students.
Yep, and
Okay.
so it's a select group of people, so you are invited to join the club. Each college has their own chapter, and you have to have completed 12 semester hours at a college. And so after that, you're invited if your GPA is 3.5 or above.
So you have to maintain certain GPA.
Yes. Yep.
So as you said, because it's basically an honor society organization. Okay.
Yep.
So what other requirements you will have in order to stay in this organization?
So to stay, you just pay your $80 dues, is what they call them, and then you just maintain that cumulative 3.5 GPA. And you're a member for life. It's something that never goes away. You pay your membership fee one time. It's not like a yearly subscription. So.
And then you are for life
Yep,
with this.
absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Does it, again, this question for our audience too. I mean, well, you join, you become a member. What kind of benefits comes with that membership? As in, for example, a new member?
Yeah, so you're going to get a lot of volunteer and service experience, first off. The main reason that a lot of people join Phi Theta Kappa is also the scholarship money. You can get anywhere between $1,000 to a full ride to a college, depending on what that transfer school sets as their
So it does, like, one of the benefits that means, or motives, beside it is great to be part of an honor society like that, but it does come with benefit, that means, and one of it you're saying is scholarship.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it does vary, you're saying, from
Yeah.
university to university?
Yeah, so I don't know the exact number, but I know that St. Ambrose University is a popular transfer school from people that go to MCC, and they just actually raised their scholarship amount. So I know it was in the $20,000 range, and they just raised it up even more. So it could be between 20 and 25. I don't know, but
out of your tuition for the
right.
year.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's just for Phi Theta Kappa. That's not
Yes.
including any other scholarships that they may offer you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So
Yeah.
one benefit is obviously is scholarship. Other benefit, you said that you become like involved with volunteerism,
Yeah.
some projects.
Yeah.
Is it like local projects, or are we talking about like a state level kind of projects? What kind of projects are we talking about?
So the two projects that Phi Theta Kappa does each year is a college project and an honors and action project. So Phi Theta Kappa has this thing that they call a 5-star chapter plan. So our goal is to maintain MCC's 5-star rating. And so in order to do that, in addition to many other requirements, you have to complete these two projects. So both of them, you work with the college and you work with the community, and you put together an event or volunteer in some way, and then you have to reflect on it and turn in an essay to the national organization, just so they know that you did it and that, like, they want to know what you got out of it.
And that will lead to my next question, because you mentioned that last year you went to the national/international conference, the 100 years centennial conference, and that was in St. Louis, you said?
It was in Kansas City.
In Kansas City, I'm sorry. So are you planning to participate in this year conference? And where is that?
It's Orlando, Florida this year.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So lucky you, right?
Yes.
So how many, do you know how many students from our Phi Theta Kappa here in Muscatine or at MCC will be participating? And what will be like the level of participation?
We don't have an exact number. We're hoping that we can send between 3 and 5 members.
Okay.
So 2 of us have already said that we are wanting to go. So just waiting on a couple more spots to fill out.
And what will be the level of participation? I mean, so you go there to this conference. Is it like, for example, workshops, meetings, so things like that you will be part of?
Throughout the week you have, 3 days, you have what they call regional meetings. So you'll get together with your region, so the Iowa region, it goes by state. And then you kind of talk about what you guys want to see and what you might want to do, and things like that. And other than that, there are short 15, 20-minute workshops and seminars that you can attend that ranges anywhere from what is PTK to how to fill out a scholarship, how to write a resume. It could be job interview skills.
So it's more like a skills kind of
building,
workshops that will reinforce again what you're learning in a classroom too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really great. So
it's
so it will be in Orlando, Florida, right? Do they give you like some free time to go, for example, let's say to Disney? And visit or something like that. So
I already tried talking some people into letting us go to Disney, but it's not going to happen.
so it's not gonna be part of
No.
that. Oh,
No.
well, but that's okay. It's just like being there in that area also. It means a lot. And again, you know, if you think about it, this is what I call a badge of honor for all of you guys who will be participating, because you are there because you are not just a leader, which is very important, but you are also representing what I call the excellency in education too. Because as you said, in order to be involved in an organization like that, you have to have a 3.5 minimum GPA and so on. So that's by itself is a great thing, just to be part of an organization like that is basically accepting you as a member based on your academic and educational excellency. That is definitely a great thing also to know. So your plans. So if I remember right, I think you will be graduating in May from MCC. Your plans, what's next? What will be the next step for Delaney?
Well, I'm waiting on the admittance letter, but hoping to attend University of Wisconsin-Platteville for their reclamation and conservation program. I don't know what career I want to pursue, but hopefully I'll figure that out.
But the immediate plan is to continue your education.
Transfer,
Great. Obviously, definitely we will miss you, because we know that you are not just an excellent student in a classroom, but you are an excellent individual also outside the classroom. Hence, you are way too involved in too many organizations and leadership positions and so on here. And that will be really something that we will definitely miss at MCC campus. Let's talk a little bit, and I want to go back really to something you mentioned during the interview here, during the show. You said at age 15, you decided to go on a church trip or mission to Haiti.
Yes,
And you said this particular trip started to change your life.
it did.
Let's talk a little bit more about that. And I want to start it by asking you this question. Do you think if you didn't take that trip to Haiti, do you think your life right now will be different than your life now as a result of taking that trip to Haiti?
Absolutely.
In what way, Delaney?
I-
If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think I would have known the true impact of my faith. First of all, at that time I became really close to my religion, really close to my church, even more than I already was. And I think that's something that has been a really strong backbone for me as I have gotten older and had new experiences. And
So it does, you know, like for example, this particular trip to Haiti, or any trip, as a matter of fact, does impact us and our lives as a human being, as people. Because I always say, you know, it is easy, for example, to read a book about Haiti, for example, or about any country that you might have an interest in. But it's not the same as when you really go there and you visit and you experience the culture, the tradition, and so on. So what do you like the most about Haiti?
everything.
Everything.
I loved the culture. I loved the people that I met. I loved what we did. We went to an orphanage. We visited farms, and we learned about Haitian literacy and how the program I went with was Phi Theta US out of Colorado. And it was really special because the executive director of Phi Theta is from my home church, grew up in my home church, and his first group that he took down to Haiti was the group of us women from that church. So it was just really special. And
that is amazing to hear that. How about the food? Did you enjoy the food? Anything that you still remember?
I still will not eat rice.
Oh, you don't like rice?
I do not like rice, and that's all we ate rice and chicken.
Okay.
And mangoes. I like mangoes, so that was
That's,
fine.
I would love that too.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, is there like the rice there, or in general you don't eat rice?
In general, I just don't like rice.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it's just like you're talking about rice in Haiti or just rice in general. Okay, but you did enjoy, I mean, chicken and mangoes and so on. It's always good too.
Well, and it was nice to try a different culture's food. I'm used to hamburgers and things like that.
Well, as we are going towards the end of the show, as I always do, I give my guest a minute or two, regardless how much time they need, to also talk about something perhaps is very important for you, Delaney, and maybe we miss talking about that or miss asking about it and so on. So anything that you feel that we didn't cover, as we are talking informally here about your and sharing your experience and your life with our audience here, if we miss anything, I would like to give you an opportunity to cover that in this 1, 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you wish. So
I don't think we left anything out, but something I would like to say to viewers in general, whether they are college age or not, is that it's never a bad thing to try something new. I definitely did not expect to be a 15-year-old in Haiti. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to be scared. Always jump at an opportunity when it feels right, and definitely don't doubt yourself. Relating to PTK, if you think that, oh, you had bad grades in school, that you can't get better, you can. You just have to work hard. You have to try. You've just got to persevere and keep your head high.
Yeah, we are very, very happy and lucky to have you here at MCC, and I'm very happy to have you in my classes too, and I'm very happy to have you as a guest here on the show. And your encouragement and your story is definitely well regarded, I will say, by many people. I always hear the very positive and great things about you, Delaney, and I'm really very happy to have you, as I said again, on the show here as our guest for today's show here, and to share those important points with our audience. And as I always say, we always bring the best to your screen at home. So as I always say, if you have any questions and or comments for me, you can call me at 563-288-6064, or you can email me at jdabeet@eicc.edu. Till next time, Muscatine. Bye-bye.